So before we get started exploring this course and the different aspects of Blackboard directly, I wanted to give a bit of an introduction to how a screen reader interacts with content on the web, because it is very different than the way things are visually. So my screen reader is called non-visual desktop access, or NVDA commonly. And so I navigate everything using the keyboard, and I can even like simulate mouse movement and mouse clicks and things like that with this. But whenever I'm on the web, there is a sort of an extra layer that NVDA produces for me. So it looks at the HTML content and then creates sort of an accessible virtual document, so to speak, for me of the page. And it's going to be, it takes everything and structures it in one large column, so to speak. So, and I navigate it as if I was navigating through a Word document primarily. So I can use up and down arrows to move line by line through the website. I can use left and right arrows to go character by character. I can use control left or right arrows to go word by word. In addition to that, I can navigate with the tab key, which is just a default Windows key. That'll
Course
just take you
status open.
through all
Visited
the
same page. Link calendar.
sort of
Link announce. Link
actionable
more. Link
elements on
discount.
the
Link
page.
grad.
So
Link 1.
links and
Link message.
buttons and
Link block. Link
anything
group.
you
Link
can
achieve.
interact
Heading
with,
level
the
2 course
tab key
button
should
search
take you
course
through.
content. Heading level 3 button
And I
collapse
can
start here.
also, I have a whole suite of what they call like single letter navigation. So I can press H and I will go
Expanded.
to the next heading on the document. I can press K and go to the next link on the document. I can press B to go to the next button, E to go to the
Welcome
next
Bang.
edit
The
field, T to
experts
go to
in
the next
Welcome Bang.
table.
This
So
module
there's a
provides
whole
an
bunch of those
overview of
kinds of
what you take
commands to
LL
help
learn
me
in this course
navigate
and
more
introduces
quickly.
the
And I can also press Shift in any of those keys to go backwards through the content. So real quick, I'll just do a quick demonstration of what this sounds like. So I'm at the top of this page. And so I assume if in good, generally main content on a page is structured with a heading
symbol
level
level none.
1.
Symbol level
So I'm
7.
going to press H to jump to the first heading on this page.
Heading welcome. This module provides an overview of what you'll
And
learn
you
in this course and
heard just
introduces the
now the
experts who will
heading
guide your
title
learning journey.
followed by heading
Checkbox
level
unavailable
1.
not checked status for course
So
overview, not started.
something interesting, I'm going to arrow up from this heading. So I saw a link skip to course information. So whenever I'm using the arrow keys, and I'm going to arrow back down now, press the down arrow, and I pressed
Checkbox
the
unavailable not checked status for course
during that, it
overview,
was going to
not
read the
started.
title of this course again to
Graphic
me,
text
so I
document.
pressed the control key,
Link
which
course
is
overview.
basically the basically the shut up key. And so frequently the screen reader is going to give you more information than you usually will want. Sometimes it's helpful, but oftentimes after you get used to things, you don't need to hear everything it's saying. So if it's saying something and you want to cut it off, you can press the control key. Um, Also, you'll
Checkbox
notice that as I
unavailable not checked
navigate, I don't
status for
always
the
let
people in
things
this course,
finish
not started.
speaking.
Graphic
If I
text
get an
document.
idea of
Link
what
the
something
people in this
is,
course.
I might just move on, and it's going to interrupt itself and start with it saying the next thing on, like, if I'm on this heading and I go up to the link. So mid read, I just went up to the link. It said the link name, and as like halfway through that link name, I arrowed back down, and it cut itself off immediately, and then went and read the heading level. So something you'll notice depending on how I'm navigating. When I'm navigating with arrow keys, the element type is said before the element label. So it says heading level 1, then it says the course name. If I'm navigating by headings, it's going to say the label first and then the element type,
Course
because it kind of
overview link.
assumes, okay, you're pressing H, you know that you're going by
Visited
headings.
same page. Visited. Close. Blank. Course overview heading level 1 print. Button
So
download alternative
just
formats.
now I arrowed down twice past the courses open, and then the first link gave me all kinds of things, tells me it's a visited link, tells me it's a same page link. So sometimes there's a lot of verbosity here.
Button print.
Uh,
Heading level 4
and
introduction
so
to
you'll
neurodiversity
hear
in
a lot
higher
of
ed.
extra
Heading level 5
content, and
course
just in
description.
general, as we go through this
This
demonstration, you'll be
micro-credential
hearing
provides an
all these
introduction to
labels, and keep that in
neurodiversity in
mind that
higher
there's going to be
education,
things you'll hear
equipping Learners with an
that aren't
understanding of common
actually
neurodivergent
written
diagnoses
out
such as autism
on the
spectrum
screen.
disorder, ASD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, and specific learning disabilities.
Really quickly, before we move on,
Okay.
there, in addition to this is called browse mode, what I'm in right now,
Okay.
where I can navigate by the arrow keys. And I can either, if I need to type into an edit field or something, I don't want all these shortcut keys being triggered instead. So what I can do is I can either, there's a couple different ways to do it. The way I do it is manually turn off the mode, and I'm going to do that right now, and you'll hear so when I did a shortcut just now, caps
ASD,
lock
attention
space,
deficit
and that
hyperactivity
turns
disorder,
off the browse mode.
ADHD,
And now
and
I'm just
specific learning
navigating the page as
disabilities,
anybody else would.
including
There's no
dyslexia,
extra layer.
dysgraphia, and
And it makes
dyscalculia.
sort of like
The course explores the characteristics and symptoms
that
of these
sound you
diagnoses,
heard
their impact on
is
learning in a
kind
higher
of like
education setting,
a
and evidence-based support strategies to
typewriter
foster
sound.
inclusive learning
That
environments.
tells you that you're in
Emphasis
focus
is
mode,
placed
and
on
now
universal
you
design
can
for
type
learning,
and things like
UDL,
that.
principles and
If I press
practical
it again,
implementation
caps lock
techniques to
space,
create accessible and
you
supportive
hear like a
educational
ding sound
experiences
or
for
like a
neurodiverse
beep
learners.
sound. That
Heading
tells me
Level
I'm
5
back
Learning
in browse
Objectives.
mode.